Stay tuned to the end of this video for a psychic puzzle to practice your intuitive abilities. At the start of every single one of my psychic development classes, I spend quite a period of time warning everybody that their entire life is going to change. So their relationships, their finances, their physical health, their emotional health, their goals, their hopes, their dreams, their expectations, everything is going to change. And very quickly in these classes, usually within 3 or 4 classes, my students experience relationship shifts, career shifts, friendship shifts, family changes, health changes, sleep changes, all sorts of awarenesses develop. And the reason for this is because they're integrating a brand new sense. So most of us have the 5 senses of being able to see, hear, taste, smell, feel, all that. And then we add psychic awareness, which depending on your intuitive language might not just be one thing. You might suddenly have dreams that are giving you visions or sensations. And so maybe you're waking up, or maybe you're dream journaling, or maybe you're just suddenly looking at your day different because maybe you had a dream about a storm or a tornado. And then maybe that afternoon, your life was really chaotic and you started to put together that this was messages that are coming to you. Maybe you're starting to have body sensations. Maybe you're having a little tug in your solar plexus, and maybe it's increasing more and more and more. And then an event happens. Maybe you get a promotion at work, or maybe you find out that a friend is having a hard time, or maybe you have a conflict with somebody that you hadn't expected. But slowly but surely, you're starting to realize that all these different things that might have happened that you took for granted actually mean something. So your entire world becomes layered with the possibility of perspective, signs, synchronicities. That's another thing. You'll start to notice synchronicities. You start to notice that you see number patterns all the time, or that you're thinking a song and then somebody's humming it, or you hear it on the radio. Maybe you start to see certain things that, like sentences on TV. Maybe somebody says, I was just going to do that, right as you said, I was just going to do that. And it's at the same time. So synchronicities, conjunctions, things that mathematically wouldn't make sense. The statistical likelihood that these would happen to you don't seem possible, and yet they continuously start happening. The most common one is you're thinking about a person and then they text you, or you're thinking about a person and you see their name on an email or a piece of mail or in a comment or in a news clip or on the credits in a movie, and then that person reaches out to you, or they need help or energy or compassion. All of these things start to make sense. It's not a coincidence. It's all very real, and it's all been there before you realized. But all of a sudden, when you start to explore these arts, everything gets cranked way, way high. This is why I have a meditation called the Psychic Dial, because for some people, it's too much. It feels like they start to see energies at night, or they feel like stuff might be touching them all of a sudden, or maybe they're freaked out because they were just thinking of something and then they heard somebody say it and then it happened. And that's a lot. That's a lot of feelings and power running through you all of the time. The good news is that you can regulate all this. You don't have to be overwhelmed by it. I think it's exciting. I think it's exciting to have this. I think it's a superpower. I wouldn't want to live my life without it. I love it. I'm completely dependent on my intuitive abilities, and I use it in every arena of my life, all day, every day. So once you get all this regulated, you might find that it's pretty exciting because you know what to wear, who to respond to via text, when to respond to them, what to say, what time to leave the house, what job opportunity to go for, which one to let pass, which person to go out on a date with a second time, or even at all. You just start to trust yourself. You don't second guess yourself. You don't doubt yourself. You don't go to other people for advice because your own internal intuitive ability is so loud and clear you can't deny it. And then it comes to a point from maybe where you were questioning and self-doubt to you can't even think about ignoring your intuition because you know that you're right. So if this is happening to you, just hang in there. And I suggest, I'm going to attach the link below. I have a psychic dial meditation that is incredible for just turning it down a little bit if it's too much, but definitely don't turn it off. Just breathe and allow all of these things to come to you. If you have any stories about how this has happened to you or it's happening to you right now, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. It's psychic puzzle time. At the end of every video, I offer an opportunity for you to test your intuitive abilities. So to do this, we channel the Reiki energy. So take a deep breath And exhale, and then feel the Reiki energy coming in through the top of your head, all the way down your body, down to the core of the earth. And then from the core of the earth back up through your body, back up out the top of your head, and then out your right hand and in your left. You should feel a little resistance. And then I want you to think of something that feels really, really good. Let's go with food today. Think of your favorite ice cream flavor. I'm going with chocolate chip mint. Sugar-free, because I don't have sugar. Something sweet and delicious in a safe way for you. And then feel a happy bubble all the way around you. And then when the puzzle comes up, take your time. If you need to, hit the pause button, but go with your very first guess. Good luck. How did you do? Did you know you were going to get it right, or were you uncertain? If you guessed correctly, let me know in the comments. If you didn't guess correctly, don't beat yourself up because it's not about getting it right. It's about learning to listen to your intuitive voice. This takes time and practice. If you're curious, my online courses, meditations, and live classes teach clear and practical ways to develop this skill. For more information, click on the links below.